Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you've seen this face, hello, hi, my name is Topsy. We all start the new year with goals. I'm not about the new year, new me. I'm all about the new year, same me, but I guess new goals, if that makes sense. So, obviously everybody is probably on some health kick, lifestyle change at the moment, and I'm hoping that you all make this a permanent lifestyle, not just because it's January. So anyway, I decided to come on here and give my own 2 cents on the ketogenic diet. As you guys know, if you don't know, I started the ketogenic diet for health reasons. I started the ketogenic diet end of May 2018. I've so far lost roughly about 63, 65 pounds ish. I did indulge over the Christmas holidays. I wouldn't even sit here and lie to you guys. It's Christmas. So I did enjoy myself and I'm back on track now. So I just wanted to basically share my understanding of what the ketogenic diet is for anybody new out there who's looking to start this and don't know where to start. I'm going to share with you what I believe the definition of a ketogenic diet is, the benefits that I've reaped from this lifestyle, and also share with you any sort of what's the word, downsides, I guess, of this lifestyle, because I'm not going to tell you that it's all rosy and it's all great. I'll be honest, the benefits outweigh whatever the downside of the lifestyle is. So I'm going to share that with you in this video. So if you want to know how the ketogenic lifestyle has changed my life and what I'm enjoying or what I've enjoyed and what the sort of downsides of the lifestyle is, then stay tuned. I will link a video up there about what made me start the ketogenic diet, but I would just touch on it really quick. You guys know I talk a lot, and I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm gonna keep it really short. I used to suffer really badly from hormonal migraines. Every time of the month, us ladies know, I would get migraines every month, and I needed a fix, and I did a lot of research and I came across the ketogenic diet. From my point of view, my definition of a ketogenic diet, that if I wanted to explain to someone who never heard of it, is basically a low carb, moderate protein, and high good fat diet. That's basically my understanding of it. And also, disclaimer to start with, I am not a doctor, I'm not a professional. So whatever I'm telling you is from my own point of view. It's what has happened to me. It doesn't mean that you're going to see the same benefits as I did. I'm just basically sharing with you what I've experienced being on this lifestyle. It also doesn't mean that you're going to experience any of the downsides that I'm going to mention. I am basically telling you from my point of view what I've experienced. So just bear that in mind. So yeah, so I used to experience migraines every month, and I did a lot of research, and everything kept pointing to the ketogenic diet because it's supposed to be good at reducing inflammation in the body. Something else that I didn't mention in that video that I did, basically going into detail about how the ketogenic diet saved my life, was I didn't mention to you guys in that video that I actually was diagnosed with neck arthritis right at the back of my neck in February of last year. I started experiencing a lot of pain. Anyway, cut the long story short, I went to my doctor, got an x-ray done, and they said I had mild arthritis. So I used to experience a lot of pain. And I guess coupled with my hormonal migraines, I just had enough of just being in pain. So I started a ketogenic lifestyle, and here we are. So basically, apart from it being low carb, moderate protein, and high good fat, the ketogenic diet works in a way where your body basically switches from using glucose as its main fuel to using fats as its fuel, basically. In a nutshell, that's what a ketogenic diet sort of does to the body. So The word ketogenic comes from ketones because your body starts to produce ketones once you no longer have glucose as your sort of main fuel. You start sort of burning fat using fats, so you produce ketones. I'm not the best at explaining the whole science behind it, but that's my understanding of it. I will now explain to you what the benefits that I've seen from this lifestyle has been, just so you know how it's sort of how it has changed my life for the better. The obvious one will be I no longer suffer from migraines every month. It doesn't happen to me. I no longer live on painkillers anymore. Another benefit is that I no longer have arthritis. No longer feel any pain from my neck. All gone. Another obvious one is that I have lost weight, because when you start burning using fat for fuel, a drastic reduction in your carbohydrates, you lose weight. So I have lost weight. So that's another benefit. Another benefit that I experienced is that there is this mental clarity that you get when you're on the ketogenic lifestyle. It almost feels like your brain is, I don't even know how to explain it. You have to be on the lifestyle to understand. You feel so, in terms of your cognitive, is that what they call it? Cognitive awareness. Your brain just feels so light. So it's not as fogged up as, or for me anyway, when I used to eat carbs, I used to be so, I just never used to be able to think properly. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like my mental clarity is at 100 all the time. I can think quick, I can think fast on my feet, and yeah, that's the best that I can explain it, to be honest. Another benefit that I found is that it's very good at suppressing your appetite. Once you become fat adapted, like deep into ketosis, you no longer have those cravings you get when you're eating carbs. So it's a very good appetite suppressant. So obviously that means that you don't constantly feel like you need to eat, which is, I guess, why how you as a contributing factor as to how you lose the weight. My mood is so much improved. I mean, I don't have the spikes and the drops of, insulin up and down sort of affecting my mood. My mood is very stable, and it's 99% of the time I'm always in a good mood because I feel better and feel good in myself, if that makes sense. So I would definitely say improved mood, definitely. I have so much more energy now. It's almost like I feel like Superwoman. Before, when I used to be on the carby lifestyle, every time I eat anything carby, it's almost like I become lethargic, I become tired, I fall asleep so fast. I pretty much feel like I'm passing out most of the time. But now it's like I can stay awake for longer and I still have so much energy. I don't feel like I'm constantly tired. Another benefit is that I sleep much better. I sleep like a baby. Yeah. So yeah, definitely much improved sort of sleep pattern. Like, I guess I feel like I'm sleeping deeper, if that makes sense. I'm having a better quality of sleep. Let's talk about the skin though. As in the skin, guys. I mean, I always had good skin, reasonably good skin. I was never one that had problematic skin. However, the texture of my skin is so, it's like 80% better now. If you look back at my old videos, you would know what I'm talking about. My skin literally feels like, I don't mean to toot my own on, but allow me just for now. Basically feels like a baby's bottom. No lie, guys. I mean, I don't know if you can see on screen, but the improvement in my skin since I started this lifestyle sometimes actually makes me, what's the word? I'm astounded, or I'm gobsmacked every time I look at myself in the mirror, or anytime I sort of touch my skin, as to how smooth my skin is. So yeah, great skin, definitely a benefit that I've reaped from the ketogenic lifestyle. And I'm loving it. Because obviously now when I put on makeup, everything sits right. Everything looks good. So I can, I'm confident that even when I'm in my 60s or 70s, that I'll still be looking nice and snatched. So we all want that, don't we? And lastly, I would say I'm a happier, more confident person. Not to say that I wasn't confident before, however, I'm more confident now. I feel much better in my skin because I've always been overweight, or pretty much as long as I can remember. And I always tried one diet or the other. And I would say this is the only diet, or I don't even like calling it a diet. This is the only lifestyle where I have actually stopped something for this long. I've been on this lifestyle for almost 8 months now. End of January is going to make it 8 months. And I have enjoyed everything that I eat. Yeah. Talking about enjoying everything that I eat. That's another benefit. All the things that they tell you that are bad for you, like butter. Even sometimes they tell you eggs are bad for you if you eat too much. Things that, on the standard diet that we're supposed to be eating. They make those food seem like you shouldn't eat them as much because your cholesterol is going to go up or whatever. You can consume, you can eat them. Yummy. Who doesn't like butter on everything? So that's another benefit. You get to eat yummy food. I would never do a diet where I'm eating bland food. Never. I would never stick to anything where I have to eat low fat or things that taste bland or taste, no. The fact that I actually enjoy every single thing that I put in my mouth is definitely a benefit for this diet. Yummy food. I would say to people that just do your research. You need to do your research and get as much information about the lifestyle before you actually go on it. There's so many misconceptions out there about the ketogenic lifestyle that would sort of stop anyone from wanting to do it. But do your research, at least try it and see how it makes you feel. So I'm going to go on to the downsides of the lifestyle because I'm going to be honest with you. There are some downsides. It's not all rosy, a walk in the park. So one downside that I can remember is when I first started the ketogenic diet, probably like day 2 or day 3. There's this thing called the keto flu. Basically, your body's used to processing sugar or, using sugar, glucose as your main fuel. And then you drastically reduce your carbohydrate intake. The body would take time to adjust to that. So the keto flu is basically when you feel like crap, pretty much. It's almost like you have the flu, you feel tired. Some people get headaches. I didn't get any headaches, but I felt that tiredness that I just couldn't move. I just wanted to lay in bed. So you might experience that or you might not. Some people experience it like I experienced it and it only lasted about 2-3 days, if I can remember. Some people have it and it lasts a week or 2. Everybody's different. The way your body reacts to changes is different. So you need to bear that in mind that you could experience the keto flu and it can make you give up. That's the point where people will say, you sod it. Bring on the rice, bring on the bread. But you need to push through because like anything in life, sometimes it gets harder before it gets easy. So in order to get to the other side where you reap all that benefits, you have to go through that initial, uncomfortable phase, which is the keto flu. Another downside that I would say, not really a downside, but it could be for some people, because everything you're eating on the ketogenic lifestyle is almost like it's fresh. It would be rare, apart from like maybe your flowers, to see a lot of packaged foods. It's very fresh, very nutritious food. So you would find that you probably need to cook more. You probably need to prepare the food from scratch. So you would need to prepare the stuff. So that could be a downside for some people who do not like to cook. So yeah, it's highly restrictive. in the sense that you need to stay in ketosis basically to reap the benefits. So there's nothing like, oh, I'm going to treat myself every once a week. You will get kicked out of ketosis and you need to start the process all over again. Nobody has time for that. So it's very restrictive in the terms that you can't cheat on the diet. I mean, you could, but obviously you would not reap the benefits that, to its full potential, if that makes sense. So I would say it's highly restrictive in that way that you can't cheat and just sort of feel like, oh, go about your day, especially when you first start. Maybe when you're like deep into ketosis or when you're like fat adapted, as they call it, then if you cheat, it's not so bad. You can easily bounce back because your body's sort of been in ketosis for so long that it's sort of adjusted. So any little cheat is not so bad. But I would say that it's very restrictive because obviously you can't just once a week decide to start eating carbs like you used to. Socially, it can be a bit hard. I've been that girl who would take her cake and make my little keto treats, and if I have a birthday party or I'm going out, I would take my food with me, because if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, something like that. So I'm always prepared. Always prepared. Another downside that I could say there is personally for me, I feel like if you have a lot of weight to lose, you'll be more successful on this lifestyle if you track your macros. And macros are things like your macronutrients, your fat, your carbs, and your protein. I track because I feel like it keeps me on top of what I'm eating. Obviously, tracking can be tedious. It can be boring. Who wants to weigh their food every time they want to eat it? So I guess that's a downside, because you find yourself having to constantly feel like you're weighing. I mean, sometimes I don't track every day. If I'm going out, that's fine. A day won't kill you, or 2 days is okay. But for the most part, I do track my macros. So that could be a downside for people who just want to eat and not want to bother about weighing or scales and things of that nature. I guess the last downside would be that, it might be expensive because you're going to lose all this weight, you're going to be looking good, and then you're going to need to change your wardrobe. So I guess that's good. And that could also be bad on your wallet, if you see what I mean. So yeah, I mean, those are not all the downsides, but those are most of the downsides that I find with the lifestyle. And I just obviously wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know that it's not all rosy. The benefits for me definitely outweighs any of those downsides. And I'm loving this lifestyle. I always say to you guys, it's literally saved my life. Yeah, that's all I'll say. I absolutely love it. I'm living my best life right now. It's like, honestly, life free of pain, losing weight, great skin. What's not to love? Food that you love eating. So if you're thinking about embarking on this lifestyle, I would say do it. Just do it. At least try it. If you decide that it's not for you, then that's fine. Do it. Absolutely. So I hope you guys found this video useful. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helped if you sort of thinking about doing the ketogenic diet but you're not sure. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you're doing the ketogenic diet, let me know how much you've lost. Let me know how you're finding the lifestyle, if it's something that you're enjoying, or if you've tried it and you haven't enjoyed it. Let me know why. I would love to know your thoughts. Share them all with me in the comment section. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I appreciate you. And I will catch you guys in another video very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.